world tour.
I forgot to hit record. Sorry. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. So about world tour here. So it's definitely the energy of having your team with you, having other team leaders, they're teaching different things that you would have never even thought about, topic wise, information, different ways to run your business. I remember my first world tour, I brought a notebook and a pen because I was like, there's clearly going to be so many notes and things that I need to remember. And it just got to the point that like I was writing so much stuff that I was like, that I'm going to just videotape it. So every person that I did like a live kind of seminar with, I would just record them on my phone so that I could go back and watch it later. And it was really great because I got to pick up extra kind of tips that I wouldn't have been able to really hear as I was just kind of writing. The energy is amazing. There's nothing better than being with a group of your friends, with like-minded people, meeting new people. You'll meet people at World Tour and Scentsy events that become your forever friends, that you wouldn't have been able to meet them if it wasn't for World Tour. So I think it's super spectacular. And even if it is going to be a virtual event, more than likely in Canada, it will be a virtual event. It is worth its weight in gold, I promise you, because you're going to have access to all the training for probably more than likely 30 days that you can go back and, watch things and all that kind of stuff. And the topics are insane. Like you're going to be like, what? Like, why didn't I think of this? The things are just going to blow your mind. And for the small investment that it is going to cost, and it's a business write-off, it's totally worth it. And we're going to do a virtual watching party together, and we get to see all the new products and all that kind of stuff. So the really cool thing about in Canada in-person ones is once things cross the border product wise, they can't bring it back across the border with them. So when you are at World Tour in Canada, they give away all the items that they have at World Tour, which is
also too.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
goodness. Like they raffle off the whole display.
Oh, okay. They do that with us, and it's like, oh, this is so crazy. You get like a little ballot when you walk in. Oh, it's amazing. So that's kind of what I'm missing about in-person stuff.
They do a thing where if you go, and again, if they don't do it this year, they'll do it next year. One person gets a golden ticket where you get a reunion. Like they pay you have to pay for your hotel and everything, but your whole
Scentsy family reunion is
free.
Yeah, which is crazy because that's
like $350, $400 US value. So
yeah, it's super awesome. So if you haven't signed up for World Tour, I actually was holding off on signing up so that I could show you guys how to do it step by step. If Molly, are you able to give me, let me see if I can.
Yeah, I'll give you access.
Okay. That way I can show everybody kind of step by step how to.
Let me see if I'm allowed to. I'm so sorry because I'm doing this for my phone.
Hey, no worries.
Let me just see here. Or maybe it'll let me make you be the admin. And then,
okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm making you the host.
Okay.
So does that help?
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
All right, so I am on my workstation. Sorry, I just have to move you guys over because it takes up my screen here. Okay, so yeah, I'm on my workstation. I'm going to be on my dashboard. I'm going to come down to events. I'm going to click on events, and it's going to tell me what Scentsy Virtual World Tour 2022, Scentsy World Tour Halifax, Mexico, all the different regions. There's Quebec, Boston, Ontario, So you're definitely going to want to, puppy, you're okay. You're definitely going to want to sign up for the one that's in your region. So let me see what the top one says. Scentsy virtual tour. Okay, so if you wanted to sign up for the one in person, you would go down here to Ontario. I'm not thinking that it's going to be in person, nor do I want a chance going to Toronto in a hot spot. So I am just going to sign up for the virtual. So I'm going to click register. And then, you know, you're going to read exactly what's going on. So whether this time is to renovate or refresh your business or building one up from the ground, it's the beginning of a strong foundation. We're traveling the world, 45 stops across North America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, bring dynamic to new training, new product reveals, new chances to connect with your fellow consultants. So it's going to be March 1st. They'll be available on demand for 30 days. So I'm going to register, and we only have until January 31st to sign up for the virtual aspect of it. So you're going to sign up for $66. Again, it is a business write-off. You're going to get all the access to the training. You're going to get a Scentsy Spirit kit, which is awesome. You get a workbook, you get a name badge, a lanyard, 3 Scentsy bars that are from the spring summer catalog, and then access to all the training. So I'm going to click register, and then, you know, whatever you want your legal name, because I know there's some people that your name's different from your workstation. You know, you may have gotten married recently. Maybe your name of, you know, what you legally go by on your workstation isn't what, you know, you're called. And then there's all my information. And then I go into terms and conditions, read all these goodies. It talks about all the COVID-19 stuff. Payment, changing and cancellation. But of course, this is virtual, so I really don't have to worry about that. But yeah, you can just go through there and read it. Click on that you agree, save and continue. And then it says it's $66. If you were going in person and you wanted to bring a guest with you, you would click register a guest and do the exact same thing again with their information. But I'm not, so I'm just going to click continue. Oh, I'm missing an option. Oh, hold on. Yep. So I just have to click yes, add and save that I'm doing virtual and streaming. And now back to registration. There we go. Continue to payment. And then this is where I'm going to put in all my credit card information. I'll just pay with PayPal because that's the quickest way to go right now. And done. So quick, simple, and easy. And then you will get a registration number just like you would, you know, any other event that we have. And there it all is. Best way to make sure that you successfully had everything go through, go into your orders, click over to history, and it tells you right there, event, and you can just click into it and it tells you everything that you have, consultant virtual event. So super amazing. If you need an interpreter, if you need, I think, if you want it in completely French, you just click French when you're doing your Quebec one, and it will make sure that everything's in French. So I'm going to screen share stop. Does anybody have any questions regarding to the registration for the event?
Also, you will get an email saying that you're registered, that you can save, print off, whatever for taxes. So that way, when you do your taxes next year, boom, you're ready. You've got it going on.
Yep.
Because you won't be able to claim it on this year. It'll have to be next year.
Oh, the puppy's following you upstairs.
Oh, she is.
Erica says she thinks French has a translation needed option when registering.
Okay, that's great to know. Thanks, Erica. Yeah, like, guys, I can't tell you guys enough. And if you want to know who's going from your team, like I can be nosy and I can click on events and go, who's going from my team? And I can see everybody that's registered for the virtual. And then I can see who's registered for the in-person. So definitely, if you have a team, check in and see who's registered and contact them and say, hey, do you want to do a watch party? And I promise you, like, we are going to do a watch party kind of as a crew, see the new products that are released and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that.
I'm just watching that puppy over your shoulder. She's like into something.
Yeah, she's into something, Brandy.
Oh yeah, it's her toy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Where is that Holden? Isn't that his responsibility?
Yeah, Holden goes to bed at 8:00. So.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
She's my little princess right now.
Oh my God.
She's a handful. Let's say that. So yeah.
Oh my basis. Does anyone else have questions or concerns or things you want to talk about World Tour? This year, I got some information that it's going to be all SSDs and SDs that are going to be doing the speaking, because I know I have been asked to speak in the past. Brandy, have you spoken at?
I haven't spoken. I have been asked. The timing hasn't been right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they take leaders that want to speak, that are able to, whatever. And then, so you're learning from actual consultants. It's not just, home office, saying, here, do this, do this, do this. It's like people who have actually done it and tried it and have new ideas. And I don't know if they're going to do it that way this year or not, but in the past, they would have like 4 topics. And then they would have 8 leaders talking on them. So there would be 2 different leaders talking on a topic. So like, let's say you go, like, there's like 2 or 3 topics you want to listen on, and you start listening to one girl and you're like, I'm not clicking with her. You can leave and go to a different room and listen to another talk, and then come back to see if the other person is a little more your speed. So, and like Brandy said, lots of people will record them too. So if you're like, okay, I went and saw this girl, but she didn't really, jive with me. Did you guys see somebody else? It's a lot like how Reunion was last year, where they had, if you guys were a part of Reunion, they had so many different videos of the same topic, but they would have 4 to 5 leaders sharing on that topic. So that way you're like, okay, so I like pieces of what she did, and I like pieces of what she did, and I didn't really like what that girl did, or I was zoning out during her talk or whatever, because there's people that, they might be the nicest people in their world. They're great, but like, I don't have a connection to how they lead, but there's somebody else that I do. And then that person, someone else might like the person I didn't like, or didn't, get a lot from. So that's what I love about this, that they don't have the same people speak all the time. And when they do, they have different speakers. So you just can hear it from a different point of view and get some new ideas, which is really neat.
Yeah, I really love that they have tons of different, like, I don't want to say, well, yeah, I guess like tons different people, like walks of life, of like where they were in their business, where they are in their business. Everybody speaks different languages. And I don't mean like French and English and Spanish languages, like actual, they'll speak to your heart. You'll definitely have an aha moment throughout people's speakings that you're like, oh, wow, that's really going to work for my business, or I can't wait to try that. The ideas that they throw out there, it's just like, whoa, where has that idea been? Why haven't I thought of that? And for, a $66 investment that could literally change your business. Like you could get that one aha moment and you're like, wow, you implement that into your business and it can just change things completely around for your business, or ramp up your business, that it's going to be, working extremely well for you. So.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, any other questions on that? Otherwise, we'll move on to how to market your Bring Back My Bar. Erica, what did she say here? It's how she learned about Facebook. World Tour is how you learned about Facebook stories. Yeah, lots of people have lots of different ideas, and especially too when it comes around to Scentsy family reunion again. Whether or not it'll be in person, whether or not, Canadians will be able to come, it's all up in the air right now. But they have this amazing thing called the Expo. And what they do is at the Expo, they have all these booths. And like one whole booth is like one whole like row of booths is just like Facebook, or just like Scentsy party games. And one whole row is like how to do social media stuff. So there's a Instagram table, there's a Facebook table, there's a Pinterest table, there's probably going to be a TikTok table the next time they go. I mean, and they have consultants who successfully work their business on these platforms that you can go up and just ask them questions. Like they put together little like 2 to 3 minute like presentations that they chat through because I've done this before. I did this back in Kansas City, I think Kansas City. I did party games. And so like you have like this little spiel prepared, but most of the time people just come up and want to ask you questions. So like, that's what we love. That's what like come up and ask us something and we want to share about it, because that's what I love about Scentsy Family Reunion. It's like World Tour on steroids. Mm-hmm. Like it's absolutely crazy. People are insane. Like when I talk about the Screaming the Scentsy spirit, it's like bananas everywhere. There's all kinds of consultants. Everyone is happy. Like it's just a whole different, it's like its own little world for a few days that like, it's just bananas. So definitely if you plan on wanting to go and think it might be a possibility, I would definitely start saving like 10% of your paycheck now, like your Scentsy paycheck, 10%, 15%. I save 10% every month for my Scentsy paycheck to go towards Scentsy travel. So that little nest egg of mine is pretty full right now with not having any travel with Scentsy for the longest time. So now I'm like ready to spend it, but I have this all saved up. So if you start saving up now, it's not going to seem as insurmountable at the time. Now, Brandy, for Scentsy Family Reunion will be in Salt Lake City this year. Mm-hmm. What is usually, I know there's a lot of Canadians on here. For US, it's usually $350 for registration. Now that includes like all the trainings, all like Scentsy pulls out all the stops. Like the past couple times they've had where they have a bunch of food trucks come and like bring us food. I mean, yeah. So I mean, they pays for entertainment. We've had like Kelly Clarkson perform for us. We've had One Republic come and play for us. Like we've had a lot of stuff in the past. So, but it includes like your training materials. It includes a kit of like new products for the coming fall winter season, which we all know is huge. Like you get a bunch of that product.
And it gets to your house, so you don't actually have to take it with you on the airplane. So
exactly, it doesn't pay for your stay or your fare there, but there's ways to do it cheap. Like you can get 4 girls together in a crappy room like this one, and honestly, you don't sleep a whole lot anyway. You're always gone. You're always moving. So you get split it 4 ways and fly El Cheapo Air. I don't know if you guys have like Spirit or Frontier Airlines there, but like, yeah. They only have been doing virtual options in the land of COVID. They have never offered a virtual option before. And I don't want to say that they won't take it away once COVID's not an option anymore. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like $485, I think, Canadian, I think is family reunion ish. It's ish around that. But definitely worth it. Family reunion has always been around times that I can't attend. It normally falls around Josh's birthday, and we normally have like travel time going and doing something for his birthday. But I told him as soon as the borders are completely open that we're able to travel. That's where he's going for his birthday. It's just Scentsy.
Well, and this year the reunion is going to be in June instead of July. It's always been in July. This year it's in June because the Alaska trip is July.
Yeah,
so,
the cruise is actually his birthday. So,
so are you going to take him there for his birthday? Hopefully.
Yeah, I might if he's lucky. I might just go by myself with no children.
Oh my goodness. I don't know that I'd be able to.
No
well, I mean,
children.
I could go by myself for a Scentsy trip just because I know so many people that it'd be fine. But
no way. I'll just sit in my room for the week that I'm there and just do nothing.
I'm dying all of a sudden.
Oh, it's
obviously these rooms are not as clean.
And it's probably the spicy noodles.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could.
The spice always makes me sneeze. So, but yeah, guys, definitely invest in yourself with this world tour coming up, because the best thing with it being virtual is you can rewatch it. So you're able to, if you're like, well, I'm going to be working on that day, so I'm not going to be able to, watch it live. Well, hey, you won't be able to watch it live, but you'll be able to watch any of the videos afterwards. So that's really good.
Yes, exactly. Take advantage of it. And I believe that they leave it up for at least a month afterwards, if not a little longer.
Yeah, it's 30
and
days.
I want to say, like, they took off the Scentsy family reunion ones from last year for a little while, but now I believe they are still in the training center.
Yeah, I think
it's been a while since I've checked in there.
Yeah, I think they're in the bank for sure. Yeah, so I guess moving on to bring back my bars.
Yes, ma'am.
Right now is the time to be pushing not only bring back my bars, but no, I didn't. The Scentsy Club, Holden sleeping. The Scentsy Club attached with the bring back my bars. So we got a pretty cool month right now. We've got the discontinuing bars as well as the bring back my bars here. So I have been sending out mailers to all my past customers with a flyer of all the bring back my bars that are currently available, as well as the discontinuing list, and a little flyer with info about Scentsy Club. This, I don't know what Scentsy God is up there looking over us for this bring back my bars, but this bring back my bar list is incredible. I'm not too sure how the 2 huckleberries got on that list, but I'm not mad about it.
Hey, we'll take it.
The huckleberry sage is my favorite.
See, there we go. Everybody's nose is different. Like,
like there are so many people that hate casting spells, but I love it. Like,
I'm obsessed with casting.
It smells so good, and I don't understand how half these people are like, oh my gosh, it smells like cat pee, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, that's guava honey. That one smelled like cat pee. Do you remember guava honey?
Oh my god, I couldn't give those bars away.
There's one of my friends, Cassie Shaw. She's an SSD in Texas. She's obsessed with it. I sent all my bars to her. I was like, I don't know what is wrong with you, but she was like, this is so good. I'm like, I don't know how this got past all the noses at Scentsy. And I'm like, yep, this is a good one. Let's do this one. But I digress. There are scents that you're probably like, like Bananarama. To me is disgusting. I hate the banana scent.
Love Bananarama mixed with Blueberry Rush. Try it with a cube of Blueberry Rush and then get back to me.
We'll see.
That's what I did, and it smells like a slushie.
Yes, it's so good. So like Chloe Cox has her like twin perfection that she loves, the pink cotton and the cocoa lime. Like my perfection of like pairing is the Bananarama and the Blueberry Rush. Don't knock it.
Bananarama is just ugh. I just don't like bananas to begin with. So then like adding like fakey banana scent, but I love banana berry. It smells like Skittles to me. Like banana berry is awesome.
I can't my Nana never smelling them. And she said that banana berry smells like a public bathroom that hasn't been used all winter. And now I can't unsmell it.
You know what? I forget what bar it was that I thought It just came out recently in a monthly scent of the month. I was like, this smells like the urinal pucks. And I was like, this is not okay. And then somebody
That
said
was
it
the
and
banana berry.
I was like, I cannot unsmell it. It just was
Now
like,
I'm gonna have to go home and try to smell it and see
yeah.
what I think. But anyway, getting back to marketing it.
Marketing the bring back my bars.
What I have done so far is obviously I sent out the first day of the month, sent out an email blast to all of my customers using all of those amazing Mad Mimi tips that Allison shared with us a little while back, and shared the email with all of my customers. And immediately that day, I was getting a lot of orders. And I had put in the email a little further down about Scentsy Club, but who scrolls all the way down? Not a whole lot of people. And, I tell them. So what I started doing is what Lisa had recommended in the video I shared. Was that yesterday or day before about Scentsy Club? I put into my my Amy thank yous. So the day after an order, when they order online, I send them a text message just thanking them for their order. And I put a little blurb in there about Scentsy Club. Actually, let me pull it up and see if I can read it. I don't know if it put me to like my picture.
Yeah, we just see your beautiful picture.
Okay, good. That's better than how I look now anyway. So let's go with it. So honestly, I sent this out today. And got a subscriber to Scentsy Club because of this follow-up. So this one was one from she ordered a couple weeks ago, and this was that second follow-up. So it says, I just wanted to check in and see if you're still loving your Scentsy purchases and if you needed any refills. Then I said, January means 10% off selected products and bring back my bar. Have a favorite scent that went away, ? Check my site and see if it's back for the month only. And then I use the Amy link where it throws your link to your shop in there. Boom. And then I wrote in a second paragraph. So I don't like writing a whole big long mess because people get halfway through and they're like, nope, done. I like short little paragraphs because it's easier for the eyes to go to, easier to read. So the second paragraph says, and don't forget about Scentsy Club. You can always add your favorite bars to it, and Scentsy will make them for you forever, even if they're discontinued. Find out more here. Put a little arrow, and then Amy actually already has a thing that says, do you want to add a Scentsy Club link here? So boom, done. And like I said, this girl signed up for it today after I sent her the message this morning. She didn't message me back, didn't respond to my text because I send all text messages. Unless I don't have their text, then I send them an email. But yeah, she didn't respond to me at all. But all of a sudden I got an email saying, hey, you've got a new Scentsy Club, member. I'm like, sweet, one more for the books. I didn't look and see because I was way too busy today leaving, how long, or how much she put in there or, what she got or whatever. I have to still look at that. But just by marketing this bring back my bar, and then if they're diehards, there are people out there who, like Brandy said, she loves Blueberry Rush. You contact Brandy and you say, hun, Blueberry Rush is back, and guess what? You can add this in your Scentsy Club. So yeah, you might think you have too much of it, then you can switch it to every 3 months, sorry, stumbling over my words, instead of every month. And then, hey, you've got this bar that you can use whenever you want if you get sick of it, but don't take it out. If you take it out, it's gone, sis. So by kind of marketing these hand in hand, it's going to get you a lot of orders for this month because you're getting the bring back my bars, but B, it's ensuring if they sign up for Scentsy Club that you have money for the future. You're getting orders for the future, for next month, for 2 months from now, 3 months from now. So that's what's really nice about, doing these hand in hand and just adding, like Brandy said, adding to her mailings. We had that talk from Lisa, and she shared those pamphlet mailers that she mails out. I've been printing those out and putting them in all my orders that are going out, saying, hey, a little flyer about Scentsy Club, yeah, it's one more piece of paper that then you'll be like, oh my God, Molly's giving me all this paper because of my thank you note. And then I always give the flyer of the month with the scent of the month. But if they read that and they see how Scentsy Club can benefit them, that's just one more point of contact, one more order I might be getting. So yeah.
I just
Definitely.
pulled out my mailers that I'm sending out today, and I can show you guys what's in it. So scent of the month flyer. I have my information on the back with the QR code. My Scentsy Club postcard that tells everything about Scentsy Club. And then this is kind of what I use as their thank you note, because hey, why not utilize it for both ways? It just says, thank you for your order. Scan the QR code to learn more about Club. This is the month to add all the Bring Back My bars and fall and winter bars before they go into the vault. XO Brandy, and then I'm gonna stick my QR Club code on there. They're just over here. And then I've got the Bring Back My bar list, which is just a beautiful flyer, just with the Bring Back My bars. And this is like my bread and butter that I love doing every single month. And I've changed the way I do my samples along the way for the last, obviously, almost 7 years going in. This by far is my favorite that I have been doing, and I'm sticking with it. So these little bags, you can get these in the Scentsy Success Store. I believe they are $3 for 50 of them. They're called Ziploc, I'm pretty sure is what I type in. I also make my own little labels to go on the front of them. And this is just made on Avery, and then I just print them out. I switch them every single month. So on the front, it says, cheers to a new year. Like what you smell, ? Text, email, or call. Obviously my information, my name, my website, the scent. So sun ripened berries, scent for January, 10% off, a picture of the warmer. And then it just says, scan me with your camera. And then it's got the QR code and a picture of myself. So definitely get your face on your products, because you never know where you're going to be recognized when you're out. When I had my other glasses that were like black, people would actually recognize me from my glasses. So, you never know where your branding's coming from. But then the way I do my samples now, guys, I don't waste time melting. I don't waste time doing the felt stuff. I don't have time for that. And I find that it loses the scent out. I just take a sharp knife and I cut a bar into 50 pieces. And then there I go. And I just put a little sliver in there, shove it in the mail, and it's gone. People are loving this happy mail that I'm sending out every single month. I send it out to everybody who's ordered the month before. And then of course, when stuff like Bring Back My bars comes out, I send it to my past customers for like the last 6 months. So I went and got a new pack of stamps today at Costco. That's the best place to get them. You get 100 for like $88. So there's my Bring Back My bar marketing. So would a potato peeler work on cutting the bar? I'm sure it would, but I just do it with a really sharp knife. That way it just kind of goes right down and you got a little chunk. It's a little sliver. So yeah, it is
Potato peeler too thin, like, and if you're shaving it, I don't know. I've never even heard of that before. That's crazy.
Some people use those zigzag cutters, like the zigzaggers, but I don't even waste my time with that. Like I found the zigzaggers would like not cut completely through. Like they weren't sharp enough. So I just have a sharp knife. I have a cutting board that I got from the dollar store, and I stick with that. So yeah, but everybody does theirs differently. But I found that this is the best way to go. And $3 a month to get these little things, and it probably cost me maybe 5 cents to print off 5 sheets of these, and away I go. And I just keep them in a little basket outside of my my door. Also, when people come and pick up their orders, they know every single month there's samples in there. They can just grab it out and kind of go after they pick up their order. So yeah.
And I always just throw mine right in the order, or
in the.
I do that too. But I always tell people, even if you haven't ordered from me, you can still come and collect from my basket outside if you want to smell and check out the scent of the month, which if you haven't smelt the sun-ripened berries yet and you're a fruit lover, this is a good.
Yeah, it's not my jam. I don't, my 15-year-old loves fruity scents, like anything strawberry, like I despise and he's obsessed with. So this is like his baby. He's loving this one.
That's awesome. Yeah. And it just goes to show like everybody's noses are different. Like people like don't like be like, oh God, Grape Granita's back. Oh God. Like be excited because people are going to see your excitement and they're going to be like, oh wow, that's so great. But I don't know, do you guys know how to search for in orders history?
I'm going to talk about that. So what you need, if you want to look, if you've been with Scentsy for a little while now, and some of these scents, have gone discontinued within your time that they might have been ordered before by someone else, what you need to do is you need to go to your reporting tab. And you know how you'll probably normally just click the first one, the first like top little thing that says, hey, are you right by your computer? Do you want to show them how to do this? Do you want to screen share? Awesome. So like you'll normally see like where you go to look at your own numbers. And then if you have a team underneath you, you'll see team. And then underneath that, you'll see reports. Oh, okay. I'm going to let Brandy take over in a second here once she's got it up. So you go on reports.
This is the worst when it comes to reporting. So I'm going to go step by step of what Molly's saying, because sometimes I get lost in my own workstation. So take it away, Molly, and I'll just click.
So you click on reporting, and again, so you'll see my performance, team, and sales report. You want to go to sales reports, and you'll see that Scentsy has a whole bunch of populated sales reports just for us. So you can go and like play in here any other time. If you think it's fun, go right ahead. But we're going to go to promotions follow-up. Promotions follow. There we go. And then we're going to go to the fourth one down. So at least I think that's the one. Let me see from here. I'm flipping my phone over. Yeah. So you ordered the winning products. So what you're going to want to do is you go to search by product name. And I don't know if there's any better way of doing this. Allison is like the awesome one at this. So don't click all, because if you click all, it's going to show all of the products like that people have ordered forever. So you have to just click on one bar at a time to see who ordered that, who ordered that bar, contact them, and then go to the next one down. So when Brandy clicks that ambrosia bar, anybody that has ordered from her, we'll see if anyone's ordered from that scent. If not, maybe no one's ordered that from Brandy before.
I don't think I've ever had this bar come back in my lifetime.
Okay, well, why don't we try banana nut bread? That's a really popular one. Or Aussie plum, that one works too.
Question, would you have to click search by customer name under there and select all?
I think that is.
Maybe you do. Oh, sorry, my brain is like, it's trying to watch this on like, it's so tiny on my little screen here is not fun. Bear with us as we stumble through this too. See, we don't know everything, friends.
No, we're all just learning as we go here, guys. Okay, so yes, you do have to select them all. And this now shows me everyone that has ordered Aussie Plum. And the date.
Now you contact these people. Now, if a name looks familiar, so let's say, Brandy has ordered Aussie Plum from me before and she shows up on that, but then she's also ordered Thunderstorm from me before. She'll show up under that too. I won't contact people again. I'll just say, hey, I see that Aussie Plum and some other Scentsy bars you've ordered in the past, whether or not that's true, have shown up on my Scentsy Bring Back My Bar list. And I just wanted to make you aware, so that way, let's say, there's, Alyssa's name there. So Alyssa, we contact her for this and then shows up underneath Thunderstorm. I won't contact her again. I already contacted her, but I make a basic email stating that. So that way I'm not going through writing her name down and then writing down all the bars next to it. That's just a complete waste of time, in my opinion. If she's been touched once, done.
Yeah, I would like to, I'm going to select all though. I want to see how it shows up because
I was doing this with one of my teammates earlier, and stuff that was not see, like cinnamon stick Scentsy bar shows up, and like cider mill, those are all current stuff. So yeah.
And that's weird because none of shimmer hand soap, what because
it's all random stuff that shows up
in the list. Yeah, so definitely do them one by one.
Yes.
Blue raspberry ice, I have a lot of customers that are super excited about that one. So but yeah, you like another thing you can do, like I'm a Facebooker, like I do majority of my business, 90% of my business is through Facebook. So I could contact Ashley O'Brien through Facebook and say, hey, just to let you know, blue raspberry ice is back on a Bring Back My Bar. And then you can also send an image along with that message. So she could see other bars that are being released and that, hey, she might trigger, oh, I do love blue raspberry ice, but I also love blue or blueberry rush, and I need to get some of that. So don't cut yourself short. Definitely send a really cute image of all the bars that are being released, because you never know who's in love with what after they see it. So
absolutely. And two, you know, if you have one that includes like the name of the bar, and like there's a really great one going around that has the name of the bar and then it has a description underneath it for all of them. I don't know if you have that one, Brandy. I can send it to you to share on your team page. But if you send something like that, they might just look through all of them and be like, oh my gosh, I think I'd really love what's in this scent or what's in that scent or blah, blah, blah. And then would just order off of that. They might not have even ever smelled it before.
You know what I am looking for though, is the image that is, if you like this, then you would like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry, I was blowing my nose. I think there's a lot of dust in this place. Yes, I have that one. I'll send that to you.
Okay, sweet. You should have brought your air purifier with you.
Right? Yeah, I'd have it get stolen out of my car. I don't think so.
That's true.
Hold on, I'll be right back. 1 second.
No worries. Yeah, guys. So using this amazing tool that Scentsy has implemented for us with the promotion follow-up is super great. And you can kind of look to like the Bring Back My Buddy leads, like anything that any of your customers has signed up for, or you know, done a quiz, like when Scentsy sends out that kind of stuff, like all of that information is going to be loaded in here. And it's a great way for you to be able to contact your customers.
Like that Star Wars lead generation report, you know, all the people that are into Star Wars are going to sign up underneath that. I've got people underneath there. Oh yeah. But I'm a big Star Wars nerd. So, you know, then I have my friends on there, but it'll say, okay, this person, this person, this person. And you don't even really have to do anything because Scentsy sends them an email. Like it automatically generates to send them one when something is coming out. But oh gosh, I'm frozen and I look terrible. And am I frozen?
No, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Because I'm frozen and I'm like crazy looking. It's not pretty. Anyway, let's go and do it again. But even then, you just know what your customers are into and just taking a quick peek at it. If it's a customer that, oh, I didn't think that they would be into that, and you know what they like, you know, they're a good customer, you can just kind of add that to your brain file and say, hey, this is what we're into. So yeah. Does anybody have any questions? I know we're coming up on our hour here and I need to get to bed because I have to be up at, 5:30 to get to the airport. So
that's crazy. I'm so happy.
Mom, here long.
Definitely, guys, like, please, like, I see this great group of people here. Please, every Tuesday, like, if you have a hot minute, come on, just have your face shown. Like, well, not even your face, but just like get your name up on the board here, because you never know when random things are just going to end up in your mailbox from one of us, or some cute little treats. Like I sent out some chocolate bars last time for people that showed up to a Zoom I was doing. So you never know. And to be honest, guys, like it takes a lot of work to put topics together, and it sometimes is nerve-wracking because we're kind of learning things as we're going to. So please, if you do have, you know, an extra 10-20 minutes within your evening on a Tuesday, please jump on and support us, because there's nothing better than seeing the support of our team on each call. And you know what? What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to learn something, maybe get something cute in the mail. Like,
well, and the thing, we love doing it. So we want to make sure that we know that you guys like us doing it, because I mean, let's be honest, there's a lot of stuff that takes our time, and for us to carve out an hour a week, you know, is not a huge big deal. We love it. But I mean, there's obviously other things we could be doing, but I'm so glad that I know a lot of your faces. We've seen a lot of you, you know, here every single week. Like I know Rebecca and I know Carrie. I've never met you in person. But I see your faces every names that are here every week too. So, you know, we like doing this. And if there's ever a topic that you're like, I just don't get it. Like we have a list that Brandy like must have been bored one day and decided like, I'm going to make a list of all these possible training topics. So like, we've been kind of just like slowly picking apart that list and trying to do it in a way where, like we said back, I think we started this November, where it was the three of us.
it was
right?
October 1st was our first, as a trio, October 1st was our first training.
Okay. And what we did was we wanted to start it because there were so many new people. We wanted to start it from the beginning. And then so you could see in chronological order, like things start super basic, but start getting more involved. So that's where we're starting to gravitate towards. So we hope that you're into it. I have a message into a girl who hopefully, she still hasn't gotten back to me, but I'm praying. If she can't, there's another girl I'm going to ask to come and talk about Scentsy taxes, because I know that that is something that is huge this time of year. And I don't know if it'll be a difference between US and Canadian taxes.
Yes,
but
and no. Like the things that you're able to write off are relatively the same.
yeah, I figured it.
Yeah.
So
It's
hopefully
just where your tax lady puts them in the brackets. That's different.
Exactly. So yeah, so we are hoping this month, at the very latest next month, to have somebody come talk about taxes and stuff with Scentsy. We also are planning on having someone come and talking about branding, because as you start getting into your business, we've talked about this a lot, where you get into a mode where, okay, I've been selling for 3 months now, and I've kind of exhausted the people that will always support me. They're kind of getting to the point where they have enough for now. They'll need more later, but you're going to have to start expanding that base. And branding is a great way to put yourself out there. Like Brandy already talked about branding tonight when she was talking about her dark glasses. You know, that's something she is recognized for. That's something that people associate with her. So they might be seeing someone with dark big glasses and think, oh yeah, Brandy, I need to order my wax, you know, whatever the case may be. So I have a really good friend who I'm going to sit down and message her with this week and see if she can come. I'm not naming names because I don't want people to get disappointed, to see if she will come.
It is. I know who it is, and you're going to die.
She's one of my best friends. And this is another thing. When you meet people and you network people, I met this person at boot camp. When you're a director, you can sign up and go to boot camp at Scentsy Commons and meet all the head people and do all the heads fun stuff. It's the best thing ever. So I met her there, and her and I have become really good friends. So I really would love her to come talk about it, because she is like the queen of branding for sure. So, but that's kind of what we have in store. We're getting into different topics where it's getting a little bit more involved. It's kind of tweaking and doing some nuances to your business. And that goes right hand in hand with going to World Tour. And with getting, you know, that education for yourself. It's investing in yourself. It's investing in business. I mean, it's never going to be a bad choice. I promise you, you will not regret ever choosing World Tour. Even if you have to choose it virtually right now, I promise you it's way more fun in person. Once you finally get to go in person, it's like the best.
Yeah.
Scentsy events are always the best. If you're earning the trips, if you guys are getting close to earning the trips are the best. The best. Yeah.
Trips, they don't spare any expense when it comes to Scentsy trips. You get treated like gold, spoiled like kings and queens, and you're never going to be able to go on another vacation again that's not a Scentsy vacation, because you're just like, gosh, no vacation is as good as a Scentsy vacation.
I know. Kids are so spoiled now because of this last Disney trip. They shut down 3 different parks for us, and like we just like got to walk on every ride, and they're like, oh, now we're gonna have to wait. Like we went for another 2 days after the Scentsy event ended, and they're like, oh, remember when we didn't have to wait in lines? I'm like, you brats. Oh my God, I spoiled. You guys are bougie now because of Scentsy.
Yeah.
They're like, can't you just say, Mom, that you're still here and that like we can go to the front? No, that's not how it works, honey. No.
I know we just get spoiled, and honestly, like we've got what 28 days left to earn this incentive coming up, and honestly, you're not too late. Like you can get people signed up during January, you can get people certified, you can get parties flipped, you can get people promoting. Like don't worry about that whatsoever. Like if you need help, reach out and up to, people that you normally seek out for support, and people want to have you succeed. So
absolutely. That's why we're here. I mean, if you feel like, if you guys, you're underneath Brandy, but you want to reach out to me, totally fine. There's like no shame in that game. I don't reach out to my superstar director. We don't really have a relationship. And so I reach out to a couple friends that I've made, and they're my go-to. And Brandy's one of them. Like, okay, I want to run this idea past you guys, or, whatever. There, you can create your own family of consultants. You guys can talk amongst each other and say, hey, I see you at the, the calls every week. I'm really wanting to challenge myself to, do better. Can we be accountability buddies? Because I see you there. I see you trying to make it work. Let's make it work together.
Yeah. And just being able to like bounce ideas off each other. Like that's a huge thing. Like I've got an accountability sister that she lives in, oh my goodness, my brain's going crazy right now. Wyoming? Yes, Wyoming. And we'll bounce stuff off each other all the time. And like, she's a superstar director, and she is like, or she'll reach out to me and like throw me a flyer and be like, hey girl, what do you think about this? Or I'm going to do a personal special for Black Friday. Like, what do you got kicking? Like we're all in it together. And if you are the type of person that you're like, I don't want to share my flyers, I don't want to share my ideas, like, honey, you in the wrong business, because we are all about oversharing here. And we are all about giving that good karma out to everybody, and we want everybody to do well. So like when you're helping others,
you're helping yourself.
It's gonna come back to you. I promise.
Amen.
The way everybody should look at it, if you can help your team succeed, you can't succeed.
Exactly.
You've got that. I love that.
All right. Well, I think that's what we'll end it then here tonight. I am going to go and try to catch some Z's here. And we will be back next week. I forget who the topic is, and I think we were still kind of up in the air about it, but we'll be back for sure.
Well, guess what, guys? It's either going to be me, Molly, or Allison. And the
it's not me. Remember, I'm the 18th because I'm coming back.
Oh, yes. It's either me or Allison. I think it might be, let me see the date here. Yeah, I think you guys might be stuck with me actually. So, but yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, everyone have a great night. Brandy, it's going to ask you to shut it down because you're the hostess tonight.
Sounds great. Well, Miss Molly, I demand a picture from you on the beach with a beautiful drink in your hand. Okay.
I'll try.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye, everybody. See you later.